Jehoshaphat restores the worship and makes it pure. He centralizes it because he comes from the tribe of Judah. And the Judah will worship it as the kingdom gets split. But as he's doing the right thing, the Amorites and the Moabites align themselves up to fight against him. Here's what bothers me. I understand going through when I'm wrong. I got that part. I got that. We got an argument. You left. I got that. That makes total sense to me. But what happens, or how do you rationalize the reality of going through for doing right? How do you rationalize other churches hate you because you're doing his will? Have you ever, and here, so Jehoshaphat is going through a battle, not because of disobedience, but because of obedience. Here's the question of the day. Are you willing to be obedient if it costs you? See, because many of us in this era of convenience do obedience because we think it'll get us a mansion. And I believe God can bless you. But I also believe that sometimes the obedience means you got to pick up your cross and follow him. And we've got to learn how to walk with God. And even when all hell breaks loose, you got to learn to still give God praise and not detour from your will. That's how come so many people get divorced now. Because they think every day's supposed to be good. And here, Jehoshaphat is afraid. I wonder, have you ever faced a battle that was beyond your intellect? Oh, help me, Lord. I've been in battles and I can figure it out. Because Israel were fighters. But now they're in a battle where they don't have no connections. They're in a battle, they have no military might. And it wasn't just one. See, for those of you struggling because you stopped your toe, this is the wrong week for you. The devil is a lie. Get you a bigger shoe and walk with it. But some of us, we dealing with hell on every front. Is there anybody here this morning that you're dealing with financial pressure? You're dealing with pressure in your house. You're dealing with crazy children. You're dealing with nut in-laws. And you got so much battle around you that if God don't do something, you're going to lose your mind up in here. And the problem, Pastor Stevens, is you know how to deal with one problem at a time. But how do you handle it when all of them come at the same time? What do you do when living right don't seem to watch? Oh, God have mercy here. And here, God steps to Jehoshaphat and says, wait a minute. Point number one. Fear not. Jeez, don't you see the numbers? Don't you know how many people are there against us? How you gonna come to me and tell me not to be afraid? And here's why. The devil uses fear and anxiety to stress you out of a blessing God already gave. Oh Lord, have mercy. Some of us tonight or today can't get the rest we need because the devil got us stressing and having anxiety. But God says, I did not come to give you anxiety, but I will keep you in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. Look at your neighbor and say, don't you be afraid. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Sister Stevens, wait first. This ain't the first time my back been up against the wall. This ain't first time all hell been breaking loose. This ain't the first time. God told me to tell you, look back over your life. And the same God that brought you out here, can I preach this like I feel it? It's the same God that will bring you out now. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, if you're still here, it's because God got a plan for your life. Now, if you know God got a plan, I want you to give God praise right here. Because God is not finished with your life. I come against high blood pressure right now. I bind it in Jesus' name. I bind blood pressure medicine. I bind Tylenol PMs. I bind NyQuil and Zoloft. The devil is a liar. If you don't get high blood pressure, it's going to be from fried chicken. It ain't going to be from strap. Why? Say why? Somebody say why? Somebody say why? The battle's not yours. When you understand that this is not your fight. See, the problem is you take stuff too personal. See, you him. It really ain't about you personally. It's who you connected to. Don't you know when you get on kingdom assignment? When you get on kingdom agenda, there gonna be some folk that don't like you, Pastor Stephen, and you can't try to win them. We waste so much time trying to be popular. Look at them and say, I want you to like me. But if not, so be it. I do. It's my desire. It's my desire. But guess what? If you don't like me, that's all right, because I like me. Does anybody here like yourself? I mean, I can look myself in the mirror and be like, I can spend time with you today. If don't nobody want to spend time with you, I will talk to you. Touch yourself and say, I'm all right with me. See, when you spend some time with yourself, you're going to find out you ain't as bad as everybody thought you were. And then you're going to get mad at the last folk you dated and say, I can't believe I put up with that knucklehead if I'd have knew who I was. So the battle's not yours. Hear me. Hear me. Your children is not your fight. I got a 14-year-old daughter. Look like she's 23. She looks 23, first lady. Now either I can lock her up in the room, which I've attempted. But because I don't like prison, I vacillate in between. But it becomes a point where I got to turn her over to God. See, I don't mind turning over your children to God. Oh, I ain't no problem with it. Trust the Lord. Pastor, I'm going to give every child to the Lord. He'll work it out for me. But it's another thing when I got to give up something that I love. How do you give up control when you're a control freak? Woo! See, I'm a control because I think I know what I'm doing. I do. Why are you looking like you don't think you know what you're doing? But how do you give up? How do you have an unsaved husband? And God said, just trust me. Treat him like he's saved and trust me. Are you kidding me? See, God, many of us can't get really blessed because we won't give up control. Can I be honest with you? It's going to be real deep. Right so you know, you ain't smarter than God. You ain't that brilliant. Trust me. God knows some stuff you don't know.